How's everyone doing, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping another video. Right, guys, I've just seen in the last like 15 minutes that the IPCC, as corrupt as they are, the Independent Police Complaints Commission, have released a statement stating that the substance or whatever it was that Rashan Charles swallowed, God bless Rashan Charles, my thoughts and prayers are with you and your family and your friends at this tragic time. That it was not a controlled substance. So all the media and the police instigating that this man was swallowing drugs because he's black, and in the eyes of the police that all black men are drug dealers and gang members and criminals and postcode gang members and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was wrong. Yeah, and like I say, I don't know what he was swallowing. If it wasn't drugs, right, it could have been a mobile phone or a SIM card. There was something he was trying to get rid of, right, which potentially would have incriminated him. But again, is he a criminal? No, there's nothing to suggest that, is there? Nothing's come out that he was a criminal or was active within any criminal fraternity. But it looked from the video that he was trying to swallow something, so the police can get their hands on it. Now, I'm anti-police. I'm anti-police racism. I'm anti-police brutality. And this officer involved in this case, the simple fact is this incident has led to the death of Rashan Charles. And like I say, we saw riots over in Dalston in London near Hackney, and yeah, you just, like I say, guys, the police are a law unto themselves, guys, right? Racism is a huge thing within the police. Police have a problem with, like, they have a problem with white guys, right? I've been victimized by the police, but I'm still alive. Rashan Charles, Mark Duggan, Anthony Granger, and many others have died. Like I say, this incident where I've seen the CCTV numerous times. I've watched it over and over again, and the talk that the officer has got on the neck of Rashan Charles has stopped him breathing. And asphyxiation, as we know, can lead to death. Now, this officer, will he be brought before the courts? Will he? No, not at all. Because what happens, guys, the IPCC are a big brush and they wipe the arse of the police. Former police officers, guys, investigating current police officers, and surprise, surprise, they never find anything wrong. It's like asking Al Capone to investigate the mafia. It's disgusting. But yeah, I did a video on Rashan Charles when he first died and stuff, and it was being reported in the media that he was swallowing drugs or something like that. Obviously, I've been involved in the criminal world, right? And if he'd got nothing to hide, he wouldn't be trying to swallow something. So there was obviously a reason behind him trying to do what he was doing. But like I say, I'm not judging him or anything like that. He was doing what he was doing for his own reasons. But this incident, if that police officer would have gone for a wrist lock or used his control and restraint training, I guarantee you when they've done control and restraint training for the police, they do not teach you to put your crook of your elbow under the person's throat, right, and then lock in a chokehold. It's a very dangerous thing. I've actually been on trial for doing something similar to somebody, and it was classed as a Section 47 assault. I was actually found not guilty at court. I know how dangerous it can be because the lad lost consciousness. So yeah, it's a very, very dangerous manoeuvre and stuff. The torque that he was generating, twisting his body, like putting all the weight and stuff, and the way he was twisting his body, it just, yeah. And then his body's gone limp and stuff, and like I say, it's led to the death of Rashan Charles now. Obviously, people are very angry. People want questions and stuff. The family are asking people not to riot, which I respect and stuff. The thing is, right, with the rioters, yeah, is like I said, back in 2011, I was the face of the Newsnight rioters, right, on the back of the riots after the murder of Mark Duggan by the London Metropolitan Armed Police. I was from Manchester, and I was down at the Manchester riot and stuff. So I ended up being the face of the rioters. But like I say, if the riot takes place, if any more riots take place and stuff, it's going to darken the name of Rashan Charles, and the family don't want that. It's not about the riot. It's not about taking it to the police. It's about police brutality, police corruption, and the fact that the death of Rashan Charles, and that should come first and foremost. It should be that's in the headlines, not riots. Don't riot in the name of Rashan Charles, because you'll darken his name, and the media will have a field day with it and twist it round so that they make him out to be some sort of thug, as the media and the police do and stuff. But what's annoyed me, guys, is how the police and the media and stuff have instigated that he was a drug dealer, he was a he was a gang member, all because of the colour of his skin. Well, they said that about a white boy or an Asian kid. It's fucking wrong, guys. Racial profiling by the police is disgusting. Just because someone's skin colour is, he might be Asian, or he might be black, or he might be white, doesn't mean that they are gang members or they are fucking drug dealers or anything like that. It's absolutely ridiculous, guys. The thing is, I'll tell you now, I foresee what's going to happen with the police. IPCC are investigating. They'll end up saying that he used reasonable force. It'll go to the inquest. The death will be deemed by chances of it being deemed unlawful, I think, are very slim. Because, like I say, the IPCC wipe the arse of the police. It's as simple as that, guys. Now, like I say, guys, if people did riot and wanted to go down that path with 20,000 fewer police on the streets and stuff, police stations are closing down on a weekly basis, like community police stations and stuff. The biggest town in the country is called Bolton, right, in the northwest, and their police station's closed down. They're not taking any more prisoners there, so people are being spread to other cells and other police stations in other areas and stuff. So, like I say, guys, the police, the streets are lawless. The police are chasing their own tail. They're understretched. They're overstretched. Sorry, massively understaffed. And crime rates are soaring. We've seen it, guys. Moped crime is up 1,600%, right? You've got acid attacks up, gun crimes back in the headlines, knife crimes back in the headlines, thefts, burglaries, commercial burglaries, fraud, violent offences, sexual offences, everything's going up, guys, because there's fewer police on the streets. The streets are lawless. And like I say, I said 6 years ago on Newsnight, right? I actually said, if there are any more, I said the police are talking about cutting numbers now. I said they couldn't stop that many people. So if it happened again and it was more organised and more people came, the police couldn't do anything about it, and they'd be overrun. And that's what I think it's going to come to, guys. There's definitely there's like Aristotle himself said that poverty is the parent of crime and revolution, and it's as true back then as it is today, guys. I don't like the way that the police racially profile people. Stop and searches were stopped because it was deemed to be racially profiling black men, and gangs and stuff like that, and targeting gangs and everything, and it was deemed unlawful, and they stopped doing it. The Met, and then they're bringing it back in, right? But there's not enough police to carry it out. It's fucking ridiculous. The police have got all these little departments, guys, right? You've got like SO19, yeah, you've got Trident for the black on black gangs. In Liverpool, you've got Excalibur. You know what I mean? Same thing in Manchester. We've got our own. They've got their own gang thing. You've got the drugs officers. You've got CID. You've got murder squad. You've got all these different departments and stuff. And you know what, guys? Right? The fact is they can't police across everything. Police are taking 24 to 40 hours to turn up to incidents and stuff, guys. It's a green light for criminals to commit crimes across the board, and the police are powerless to stop it. So, like I said, if people wanted to riot and wanted to take it to the police and stuff, and it was organised, there's nothing the police could do about it. Like I said, places going unpoliced. The kids of today, of all different races, are all running feral. Crime rates are soaring. Streets are lawless, and community police stations are closing down, guys. Right, so areas are going unpoliced and stuff. Streets are dangerous. Crimes everywhere. Acid attacks are on the rise. Like I say, more violent. You've got these fidget spinners now with these blades on them. You've got zombie knives. You've got acid. You've got firearms. You've got knives. It's just like crime is absolutely everywhere, guys. Right. And I'm out of crime now. For those that don't know, I used to be involved with serious crime stuff, and I turned my life around. I got out of crime at the wrong time, guys, because the simple fact is there's not enough police about to police the streets. Community policing's taking a step back, like Bobby's on the beat and stuff. They're either in the office, right, they're arresting people, and then they're doing hours of paperwork, or they're driving round, and then they turn up once an incident's taken place because they can't get there, because they haven't got the numbers, because they're stretched. The people have got off, and crimes are going unsolved or even uninvestigated, guys. It's crazy. But the fact that this Rashan Charles, God bless him, may rest in peace, right, it's another merciless, like senseless death at the hands of a police officer. The simple fact is, he was alive. He had this run-in with a police officer, rightly or wrongly, and he's dead now. He's in a morgue. He's on a slab, right, in a freezer somewhere, and that's just disgusting, guys, because of the colour of his skin. That's my honest opinion. If you check out my video that I did on Rashan Charles, right, I did it about 2 days ago. It's got nearly 3,000 views, and have a look at the comments on the video. Racism is absolutely rife, guys. People blaming immigrants, blaming the blacks and stuff like that, calling them this, that and the other, which I'm not going to state myself. I've got my relatives. I've got a mixed race brother, same dad, different mum. I've got cousins that are black, that are like they've got Caribbean like ancestry and stuff like that, like Jamaica and like Bermuda and all that, Bayesian and everything, from Bermuda and stuff. So like I say, racism's absolutely everywhere, guys. The fact that people think that black people commit crime and are gang members and are gun-toting gangsters and stuff, it's just wrong, guys. I've been involved with gangs. I'm a white guy. I've been involved with firearms. I'm a white guy. Just because of the colour of somebody's skin does not mean they are bad people. It's disgusting, guys, and it's a disgrace. But yeah, Rashan Charles, guys, right? The police, right, are going to sweep this under the rug. It'll blow over and it'll go underground, right? And then at the inquest will be back in the media headlines and stuff. Then the ruling will be in the media headline. But his death cannot be in vain. Now, I don't want people to riot and everything else, right? Like I say, if you're going to protest, do it in his memory. Get the positive headlines, get the unity together, different races coming together, right, to show the best of humanity and challenge the police and seek justice. And we have a saying, don't we? No justice, no peace, right? And like I say, what are your thoughts with the police? Are the police racist? Are the police is police brutality a real thing, or is it a made-up word? What are your views of crime and the current state of Britain's policing and stuff? With 20,000 less police on the streets, police stations closing down, crime rates are soaring, right? You tell me, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Are the streets safe? Do you feel safe? Do you carry a weapon because you feel unsafe? Like I say, the country's gone to the dogs, hasn't it? Big time. I've been very critical of the police, guys, because I've seen the police corruption firsthand. I ended up in prison because of police corruption and a police stitch-up where evidence was hidden to show that I was innocent of the crime. So I'm very critical of the police anyway as a whole. But then when I see the people dying at the hands of the police, like, it's unbelievable. The guy was alive. He had a run-in with a copper. The copper choked him unconscious. Whatever was in his windpipe, legal or otherwise, contributed to his death. Because if you're unconscious, you can't swallow, you can't gulp. And if you've got something lodged in your windpipe, and you've got someone choking you out and you lose consciousness, that item is staying in your windpipe. You can't breathe, you die. And that's sadly what happened. I'm very interested to know what this item is, what Rashan apparently allegedly swallowed and stuff. It was reported in the media that it was it was drugs, sorry. And people thought that, oh, he swallowed drugs pure and it's killed him, or like he's put it in a little plastic bag and ripped it off and cut it off. I used to be involved in the drug and swallowed it or something. But yeah, it could be a phone, could be a SIM card. I don't know. He just didn't want the police getting their hands on whatever it was. But the fact it wasn't drugs speaks volumes, guys, because the police and the media had it painted out that this black lad, right, in his Moncur coat, yeah, that I seen on the picture, right, was a gang member, he was a gangbanger, he was a postcode gang, he was a drug dealer, he was a criminal, because of the colour of his skin, guys. Wrong on so many levels. If you guys, let me know, guys, where you're from in the country, what are your thoughts, what are your opinions. I'm very interested to know. The last video, guys, has got currently 2,897 views and stuff like that. And people are talking about it. It split the room, it split the country. There's opinions for, there's opinions against, there's racist opinions. Have a look at the comments, guys, see what you think, let me know what you think and stuff. I speak out against stuff like this because I don't agree with it. I see some people think the police do a cracking job. I don't. The police stitch people up, they're rife with corruption. They plant drugs, they plant fucking, you know what I mean? And then the IPCC, guys, clean their asses, wipe their asses, so it's spotless, guys. They're untouchable. The police, the police, the government, the MPs, The whole system, guys, is diseased and it's corrupt and it's flawed from top to bottom, bottom to top. It's as simple as that. Right, guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Very interested to know what you guys have got to say. As always, if there's a video you want me to do, please comment below or get me on Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.